Okay, so we have our table filled out on the back. Just want you to be able to see all the values that we filled in. You guys could go back and fill in these values without any problem now, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Without any problems, you can go back and fill it out?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do this one real quick. The third one under circles, what's A? 1. What's B? C? And D? And E. Because A is with the x squared, B is with the y squared, C is with the x, D is with the y, and E is the constant. Okay? Let's do this one right here. Second from the bottom. What's A? Y? There's not an x squared. What is B? What is C? Why is it -1? Yeah, this doesn't equal 0, so I'd have to move the x over, which would make it -1. D and E. Okay? Just to check, let's do this last one as well. A, 1, B, C, 8, D, and E, 10. Once again, we'd have to get it equal to 0, because in our standard form it does equal 0. Okay? So our last thing that we need to fill in here, first of all, circles have A equaling B. A and B are equal. They're the same sign. Okay? An ellipse, A does not equal B, but they do have the same sign. In a hyperbola, A and B, it doesn't matter if they're the same or different. What matters is that they have different signs. Okay? Last one, parabola. So first of all, either A is 0 or B is 0. Very good. Or, another way to look at it, only one term is squared. Okay? So you guys are doing 10 through 15. We do have a really short minute, so please look back at number 3. I feel like I need to do number 3 again after what we talked about today. How is number 3 different than the other ones that we did today? It's a parabola, so
there's no B.
we're only doing completing the square once. We're only completing the square once. Okay? So, what do? I already have my x's together, don't I? So, what do I need to add with this? Why is it 16? Okay? So, here I have a choice, right? Yesterday I said, here's a 36, there's a minus 36, because it's on the same side. Here, this is already on the other side, so I can either choose to subtract 16 from this side, or I can choose to add 16 to the other side, can't I? Okay? So plus 2y, what do you want to do? Do you want to subtract 16 over here, or do you want to add 16 over here? Okay. So 6 equals x squared, or sorry, not x squared, but x plus 4 squared plus 2y. So now I have a problem. If this is a parabola, this is not in the correct form, is it? Y needs to be by itself. So I need to subtract 2y from both sides and subtract 6 from both sides. Negative 2y equals x minus 4 squared minus 6. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. Thank you. So is this done? Why not? Well, y is still not by itself, so I divide everything by 2? Negative 2. So my final equation ends up being y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4 squared plus 3. Where is my vertex? Negative 4, 3. And what direction does it open? down. Okay? Do you have any questions about that? Parabolas are slightly different because they don't have to equal 1 or they don't have to equal a radius. They have to equal the variable that's by itself without a square. Okay? So keep in mind, please, that all these, the 5, 6, and 7, and 9, the ones we did not do together, those are extra credit if you would like to do those, or if you've already done them. Okay? These 6 are what I will be checking tomorrow. Please make sure you read the directions and do everything it asks, because it does say sketch a graph, and it does say use a separate sheet of paper. Okay? So please make sure you read the directions and write down everything that it asks for. And it tells you very specifically, if it's a circle, it needs the center and the radius. If it's an ellipse, it needs the 4 vertices, and so on. Fair enough? Any questions about this assignment?
Why so much?